Welcome back to another episode of the Booth Dude Podcast with your host Danny and your host Vinny.
Hello.
Good to see you guys again. It has been a little bit since we did another episode, but me and Vinny were talking earlier, and obviously we are in a bar portion of our restaurant, and the subject of alcohol came up.
As it always does in the bar.
Pretty much, yeah. So, Vinny, when you how old were you when you first had your first drink?
My first drink, I was 15, and I think, if I recall correctly, it might have been my birthday. I think my 15th birthday.
No way.
I think so. Me and this kid, Chris Barrett, I went over to his place, and that was the first time I drank. It was, oh my God, it was like a hodgepodge. It was stuff his parents had laying around.
Oh, yeah, that's normally how it goes.
Right. Captain Morgan, Coors Lights, and I want to say like Malibu or Bacardi or something.
My God.
It was rough.
That's when you don't know how, like, you can't mix.
Yeah. And it's just, you're just drinking to drink. I mean, it's like, I think we did with like OJ, and you drank way too much.
The sugar.
You
don't even think about that at that age.
No,
it
was
sugar.
Oh God. And how did it affect you with alcohol too on top of it?
But the headaches.
My God. Terrible.
Did you like get messed up?
Oh yeah. No, absolutely.
You were done.
I did. I honestly, and like looking back at it, was probably like 2 or 3 drinks, but
yeah, at that time
you're 15 and you don't
tolerance.
No tolerance, and you don't think about like maybe I should eat before doing that, you know, and like you have no idea.
It is such an old person thing that I need to eat and get something.
God, yeah, I don't want the hangover. You don't even know what a hangover is.
Dang, yeah, no, it's true.
Yeah,
dude. You're like hangover. What does that? Like, why does my head hurt?
Is that a movie?
It is a movie. Yeah, that's nuts, dude.
How about you?
First time, yeah, I think first time having a drink was 14, 15.
Yeah, family or friends?
Family and friends. It was my sister and her friends.
Oh.
Yeah, dude, this story is stupid. I hung out with people my age, but I always got along with people older than me. That's why I always hung out with my sister and her freaking group of,
misfits,
idiots. And they were like, we're going to go out to this park late at night, which we did.
It was a park.
It was a park, and not even a good park. It was just like a crappy park. Late at night, I'm talking like 1 a.m. type stuff.
Oh my God.
It was late. And like we got some bottles. I remember they had Sky vodka.
And I feel like it's always Sky vodka.
That's what you start off with. Because that's the
the
cheapest bottle, I feel like, and it's just crappy vodka. Sky vodka, and I can't even tell you what else. They had beers. I know we had beers. We had like some Bud Lights and stuff like that. And then me being an idiot, not understanding what alcohol does to you, I was like, give me the bottle. And I just took a huge swig.
Right off the Sky vodka.
Oh, my God. Huge swig off of it. And we were just drinking. And I was like, oh, I feel fine.
This is drunk.
Like,
what are you
talking about? People are getting
about?
drunk. I'm like, you guys are pussies. And then as soon as I stood up, boom, I was like, oh, my God.
This is what you're talking about.
I was like, holy crap.
Everybody's talking in slow-mo.
Dude, I was like, my head is I don't even know where I'm at right now. I was like freaked out, and I started getting paranoid. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, let's get the hell out of this park. This and that. Like,
cops are gonna come.
And my sister is 4 years older than me, so she was 19 already by this time. All her friends were 19.
Okay.
19, 18, whatever.
So they're a little bit more.
Yeah, they already been doing it.
Yeah.
So they're like, dude, just relax. I'm like, what do you mean relax? I'm like, we're in the middle of a park. I don't understand what's happening right now. I can't even stand straight, and you guys are just this calm. I'm like, what if somebody comes and sees us? And they were like, dude, just shut up and.
Relax.
Just
have a drink.
Took the bottle away from me, and then I just remember walking back to one of our friends' place and then just passing out on the couch, waking up with the biggest headache of my life.
Oh, you actually got a hangover.
Yeah. I had a massive one, and I was like, "This is what you guys do for fun?"
Like, this does not seem fun. I feel like that's everybody's first experience.
And 10 years later, still down in them. Isn't that insane?
It is wild.
It's like there's no benefit other than the moment that you're doing it.
Yeah.
In the sense of a mental thing.
Yeah.
Not even a physical thing. It's not like it makes you, Superman or something.
Makes you feel like Superman though.
Yeah, mentally, and it just translates physically, but really
it's not doing anything
poison.
different. Yeah. I mean, it is. You're cutting off your brain.
Isn't that nuts?
It is.
It's poison, bro.
Yeah.
And it's legal.
Yeah. When are they going to legalize meth?
It's coming.
Oregon's working on it.
It's coming, bro. I'm telling you, it is coming. It is going to be. I don't know. Are there any benefits to that stuff?
I
know how you think marijuana? They
with
have
drinking?
No, not with drinking.
No.
With any harder drugs.
I don't think so.
Right?
No,
there's got to be nothing.
There's no positive.
Nothing like
no.
if you have some type of disease, you should.
No. The only thing, as far as I understand from what I've seen, is
losing your teeth.
No, that's right. You don't got to worry about gum disease. You got no teeth. The micro dosing. I feel like that's the only thing I've heard is like when they talk about
But
like
that's specifically, with
like LSD, mushrooms, and stuff like
psychedelics.
that. The
specifically.
psychedelics, that I've heard. Actually, they said a lot of people. CIA did it. Was the post-war, like anybody with like shell shock or whatever, would help. Like
that would make sense. Yeah, if you're already messed up mentally.
Yeah, it's like altering it. But yeah, the dude. I mean, you've seen it before. Drinking is so synonymous with human culture.
Oh,
Everybody drinks,
nuts, dude. And then I can't imagine what prohibition must have been like.
Oh God. That would have been crazy, bro. The parties, though.
Oh my God, the
Gatsby,
speakeasies,
the speakeasies, the whole, yeah,
dude, that would have been insane. Could you imagine walking to a little shop?
Like, man, see, where's the speakeasy?
I swear, and you say a little password or something, and boom, you're in this whole thing where there's a bunch of people in a regular bar setting just drinking, and that was like something that was like a luxury.
You know what's wild though, thinking about it? That whole prohibition era affected us now because like all of like the modern cocktails that you have, your old fashions, the Manhattans and stuff like that, they were doing that back then as a way to dilute the alcohol and make it like less obvious, you know?
Yeah.
And dude. And also that too, all of the bartenders went over to Europe and in turn, because they didn't have a prohibition, so they were over there like still working on cocktails and different things and like, you know, stuff local to Europe and everything. So yeah, it's nuts how that bad thing like altered the whole drinking scope.
Yeah. It created it's nuts what came out of prohibition. You had a new business, right? You had the alcohol business after it was lifted.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And now you have people that wholesale alcohol, you have bars, you have everything.
A whole thing.
Brands of alcohol that make money, and it's insane that they did do that. I mean, I understood why they did it because it's not good for you, right? Just like any other drug.
Plus also a lot of people were dying
because
they were doing their own hooch at home.
It wasn't distilled properly.
Yeah. So it's like I get it in that safety benefit of it's like insane. Get rid of all of it. But
yeah, we know how much the mob profited off
of
that. Oh my God, that was a whole Al Capone.
Al Capone
made all his money in the Prohibition era, man.
He's like, I don't drink.
Yeah, exactly.
He probably didn't, but
I mean, he had syphilis, which is why he died.
Well, he got around.
I think drinking was the least of his problem.
He's like, how do you think I got it? I was like, from drinking, and we went out, you know. And
have you seen that movie about Al Capone?
No.
In his end years, you know who played Tom Hardy? You know Tom Hardy?
Yeah, the British guy. No, yes, the Spider-Man.
Well, Venom.
Oh, I know which one. Yes.
That guy. He played in that movie with there were two brothers that were in MMA or something like that. Warrior.
Yes. Yeah.
That guy. He played Al Capone in his last years, dying of syphilis, and it was insane.
Like good?
It was good, but
I'm just looking.
I know. Okay.
We got some PTSD.
Just to give you guys some background. We recorded an episode last week, and halfway through, this guy's phone stopped recording, and we didn't know.
No.
So
a good like half hour.
We just kept going, and it just ruined everything. So we're using my phone this time.
That's it. And we're going to be periodically looking
over here. It's not to look at your guys' reaction because I can't see you. But
chat, what do you think?
We're starting a new part. We should do that.
Chat, what do you think?
Chat, what do you think? That should be a whole thing, bro. Where we just have chat, what do you think as part of our thing. But yeah, it was that movie, dude. Because he was hallucinating.
Was he really,
dude? Syphilis at that.
Well,
time?
I know syphilis. I mean, syphilis can kill you, obviously, but
it killed him.
Yeah,
but but dude, it was insane. Like randomly, he would just go back and he would know where he is, and then he shot at his gardeners with a Tommy gun because he didn't understand who they were, what was going on. It was crazy, and that guy's life was just not a good one.
Well, they made a movie out of it.
He had a crazy life to begin with, bro. He obviously his nickname was Scarface.
Was it?
Yeah, that's where the term Scarface comes from.
Oh,
he had a huge scar from eye to chin.
From what, dude?
I think a bar fight.
Oh.
And he had a son who was deaf.
That's
which
tough.
Pissed him off.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Why can't you hear me?
Yeah. Well, yeah. He was pissed.
No, it's
he was pissed, and especially at that time. You know what I mean? People were really
early
sensitive. He was 40s, 30s, bro.
Down syndrome? No.
Yeah. He's just Shane Gillis. Insert Shane Gillis. No, it's great. They actually touched on that in the movie, in the show Boardwalk Empire. You ever heard of that show?
Yeah, I've heard it. Yeah,
they have
HBO.
Yeah, HBO.
Yeah.
Another great show to come out of
HBO.
HBO.
Buscemi was in that. No.
Yeah, Buscemi was in it,
right? Yeah.
Buscemi was in it. They actually show like a whole scene like where he's like going off on his deaf kid, and he's like just so pissed off that he's deaf because his deaf kid came home with a black eye, and then he was trying to show him how to punch, and then he couldn't understand because he's deaf.
He's deaf,
and obviously Al Capone didn't take the time to learn ASL.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say I feel like punching is a universal sign.
Yeah, well, he's like you gotta hit him. He's like grabbing his hands and stuff, and he's not getting it. And he's just like, when are you gonna be a man? I'm like, he's another 6. Black eye. I'm like, he's 6, bro.
What do you expect?
Yeah, and then he folded and he was like, I'm sorry, and he hugged this kid. But I'm like, dude, at that time, I don't think sensitivity in men was a thing. Like it was a thing you held in your household for moments like that, where you're like, I went too far. Let me give the kid a hug, and then you just like push him off.
Get away from me.
Get away from me. It's nuts. I mean, it's not nuts because I think there's still that stigma around.
Men being sensitive.
Being sensitive. You know, you shouldn't be a sensitive dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't. Yeah. You know, it's popular even with you know, within the Middle Eastern culture, right?
Yeah.
You're supposed to be very, very manly to the
core. Of course.
But back then, as far as American standards, too, right?
Yeah.
Because, you know, Americans are supposed to be the most modernized humans around.
Yeah.
In my opinion, right? Because they're the forefront of the world.
Yeah, top dog and
all that stuff. But back then, there was really like men were men.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter the situation. You could have your house nuked and you still got to be stoned.
Yeah, nothing.
You know, move on.
Father didn't say I love you once to you, you know.
People, but that's how it was back then, dude. That's really how it was, and they were like, yeah, my dad never fucking hugged me.
No, that's like a Bill Burr thing too.
It's true. They were like, it's fine. That's how he was raised, dude. At least he didn't hit me. My dad's dad hit me. There was actually a whole episode. Do you remember the show Everybody Loves Raymond?
Yes, never watched it though. But
no. There was an episode where they're sitting in the diner, and the grandpa's talking about how his dad used to whoop him. All the time. He's like, we used to get hit all the time. And then the 2 sons, Raymond and then his brother, were like, you never hit us. He goes, yeah, I couldn't. And then they were like, you didn't want, like, I guess they alluded to the fact that he didn't want to be him. He didn't want to be his father.
I see, the grandfather.
Which is why.
Yeah.
Right? But the way he talked about it was like, everybody got hit in my neighborhood.
It's like part normal. Of the thing, yeah.
Nowadays, no.
God forbid.
Oh, my God, dude. No, you can't even spank a kid no more.
No, yeah.
What do you think about that? Give me your opinion on that.
Spanking? I mean, if they're into it, you know.
Yeah, I hear you.
No, I mean, listen, I feel like you have to reprimand them. And you know, it's weird. You know, it's like you look at like kids. I don't have like a baby or anything.
Yeah, neither do I.
You know, I've been a baby.
Yeah,
but
he's still a big baby.
Still a big baby. But it's like I feel like kids don't know the word no, and I feel like they only know it by reaction. And it's like, I'm not saying like crack the kid across the face.
No.
But it's like sometimes you got to smack their butt or something like that, or like the wrist slap or something.
I alluded to when you say don't touch the furnace, or don't touch the fire for the first time, right?
Yeah.
The kid doesn't listen, puts his hand in there and he gets burnt and starts crying, realizes it's painful,
yeah.
and they go, okay, I'm never going to do that again.
Yeah.
It's a regular human thing, right? When something hurts, you're not
going to do it again, yeah.
But there is a limit, right?
Obviously, of course.
Too far.
No, you're not choking out the kid.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know, dude. The disciplinary stuff now is just too lax.
I mean, I'm curious about it long term because I feel like it's still too. I'm
don't
curious.
Get your iPad for a week. Come on.
Well, even that too. The whole iPad thing is
That's
nuts.
Another thing.
That's nuts. But I'm curious, like how those kids from. Because I'm millennial, and you're also millennial.
I don't know, dude. I was born 2000. Am I Gen Z? I think I'm Gen Z.
Maybe Gen Z. Maybe I'm
not
Gen
X.
No, I don't know. No, Gen X was 80s.
80s.
But I'm curious to see how those kids from like the later Gen Z and like the Gen Alpha in like 20 years, what do they look like as far as like, you know, dealing with authority or dealing with no or dealing with things that like. Maybe you've been to, you know, like, because you see it a little bit now with the kids where they're like, they don't deal with no, you can't, like.
No, they always get their way.
Yeah. And it's curious, like, again, how do they react as adults? Like, when they don't get their way, like, are they going to lash out? Is it going to be a problem? You know, but like, you know, not everybody has to agree.
Deal with it?
Yeah. You know, your boss isn't going to care about X, Y, and Z, you know, and it's a business and that relation is something else.
Yeah. But
you know?
When it's parent to kid.
Parent to kid, right? No, and that's where it starts. You know, the parent to kid, that whole dynamic, dude. My dad, I feel like I still hear it in his voice and like in my head, like I'm your parent first and your friend later. Like, 100%. And a lot of people, 100%. I feel like as generations have gone,
it's more friend first.
It's more friend first, and it's like you got to understand that boundary of
yeah.
parent to kid. Like, yeah. I've been a kid before. I'm an adult now. I've lived. Like, you got to like listen to me, and you know, up until you're an adult.
Yeah.
Then you have to. Then you got to learn on your own. You like you can only do so much up until that time, but it's like until then.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah, it's a different. It's a different time, a different level of understanding. Like I get where the current generation is coming from, as in like I'm not gonna discipline my kid in that fashion because there's a better way to do it, and they'll still get the same message. But humans are gray, have gray areas, but there's also black and white areas.
Yeah,
right? You know what I mean? So like there is a way to get to that solution, but maybe there's a faster way to do it that doesn't take as long of an understanding process.
Like for the kid to get it.
Like I shouldn't have to teach you for 6 months not to freaking do something.
Yeah, you should know within the first like
get it done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Arnold Schwarzenegger was talking about because he obviously was from Austria,
right?
And they were asking you like, how did you do with your kids, right? Because he had kids when he was already a celebrity, right? He was already a multimillionaire. This and that. They were asking like, how did you do you grew up in Austria and
he was, if I'm not mistaken, like farm, like
he wasn't his father was a Nazi.
Oh,
as well. He was a police chief.
Okay,
at the time, and he had a very rough upbringing.
Of course,
it was very strict and this and that. So that they kind of just asked him, like, how did you raise your kids? And the way he did it, he's like, he gave a few examples. One of them was he's like, my kid would always leave the lights on in his room every time.
Yeah,
every time. He's like, if you're not in your room, turn on
the
light.
Yeah,
kill the lights. And kid wouldn't listen. So he said, okay, every time that you do not turn off this light, I am removing a light bulb in the house.
He just lived in pitch blackness.
He did to the point where the whole house had no light bulb.
Really?
And then what happened? Kids started turning off the light.
Well, I mean, there's no lights to turn off anymore, so.
Yeah, that was it. Same thing, he making the bed. And he goes, your nanny doesn't make the bed. You make the bed. There was one time he came home, bed was spotless. He's like, this kid didn't make his bed.
It's like, it's too clean.
Yeah, it's too clean. And he's like, did you make your bed? He goes, yes. It was his son, Patrick. Patrick, did you make the bed? He goes, yes. He goes, did you really make the bed? He goes, no. My dad did. Do you know what he did?
Got rid of the bed.
He took his bed. He took the mattress.
Uh-huh.
Threw it off the second-story floor into the pool.
You sleep in the pool now.
And he's like, are you going to make your bed from now on? He's like, because if you're not, then I'm not getting you another mattress. You're going to sleep in the pool. And the kid did it every time. I mean, it's just stuff like that where it seems over the top.
Yeah, but I feel like you might have to some degree.
Yeah, because that's what sticks with kids.
Yeah.
Those things. It's not the small things that really stick with kids. I mean, maybe in the long run you'll remember some small stuff where that really resonates with me now. It was the big stuff where you go like, holy shit, this is what I got to do. I'll give you an example from my own life. Bro, my mom, there was a staple in my house. You finish your plate.
Staple.
Staple.
I thought you meant like a stapler.
No, not a staple. Staple in my house. You finish your
plate.
Finish your plate, okay? If I give you food on that plate, I don't want a grain of rice to stick on that plate.
Okay.
Finish your food, okay? My mom made cutlets, beef cutlets, okay? And I was like, I ate it. I was full. I was like, I can't. She's like, finish the cutlets. I'm like, I don't want to. She's like, you don't want to? I was like, no, I don't want to. But as soon as I said I don't want to, I saw that look in my mom's eye. I'm like, I gotta run. Bro, I ran. My mom chased me with this cutlet in her hand and the butter knife that I used to cut it.
Yeah.
I ran towards the backyard and we had a glass. You know, the glass sliding door.
Yeah.
I shut it. I hear the freaking butter knife hit the screen. My mom threw the butter knife.
You would have been fine.
I would have been fine.
You would have been fine. Yeah.
But, bro, ever since that moment, I finished my plate because she scared the shit out of me. I was like, dude, I'm never going to ever run around in this house again just because I didn't. Like, I will scarf it down. Whenever she made beef. To this day, my mom.
Like, are you making beef cutlets?
Bro, my mom makes beef cutlets to this day. I finish it the day of.
There's no leftovers.
No. Not at all.
Dude, that's hysterical.
Oh my God, brothers.
But honestly, and again, coming from where your mother grew up and everything too, and I feel like that dichotomy, like that's got to be a big thing. Yeah, like finish your food. Yeah, yeah.
That's how it was.
Do you think, as an adult looking back at it, do you feel like that was? I mean, was it excessive? Yeah,
I'm throwing a butter knife in my.
But I mean, like, I don't know. I feel like as an adult, as time has progressed, now that you're married and you're going to be having a kid, hopefully soon. Like, do you find value in how they parented you?
Of course.
Yeah.
Because it made me more mature at a faster rate, in my opinion. Right. I'm 25 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting here having an intelligent conversation with somebody who's older than me.
Sir, this is not intelligent.
Well, you know what I mean.
We're still conversing.
Able to converse at a normal rate, right?
Yeah,
where there's no dull moments, there's
no dial
stuff.
up.
There's no like after I'm done talking, there's just silence. I feel like it did shape me for sure.
So
man.
What does that say about me?
No. I mean, no. Like it takes a certain type of upbringing and a certain type of maturity in order to act the way that we act and interact and have these. Because we do have a lot of intelligent conversations.
We do, even ones that aren't even on the camera. We
add a bunch of stupid stuff in there, but that's just adding levity to the conversation. I mean, who wants to listen to an entire serious conversation for an hour and a half? Nobody.
I mean, well, it has its place. But with this, no, it's not.
No, not at all. So I think it did really help me out, man, to kind of have that maturity set, or just lessons that ended up resulting in more maturity because of it, right?
Yeah.
But nowadays, people are like, oh, let them grow up at their own pace, let them do this and that. You, as a parent, have to add to the maturity of your child so that when he gets to that 18 years old, at least you gave him something.
Yeah,
if that
so he
kid
can go out
is
there
18 and still has no idea how to be an adult, you failed as a parent, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You really did, right?
Yeah.
And let me ask you another question. Now, this is something because you are what, third, fourth generation?
Fifth.
Fifth, okay. One thing that my parents always threw in my face were like, we're not like, these other Americans where 18 years old, you're out of my house. And they always put it in our face, like, you will live here until the moment you are ready to leave.
Yeah.
Was it in your household? Was it when you're 18, you're out?
No.
It was like you live as long as you need to.
Yeah, my parents. I feel.
What do you correlate that to? Because a lot of other Americans have that mindset. 18, you're done.
Yeah.
You're not you're an adult.
I think it was partially because I was the only kid. I think. I think more so, much to how like that Raymond episode, like with my dad, I think he loved having like family around and like wanted to have a closer relationship with his son than maybe he had with his dad.
Right.
I do think that older Italian, like I wasn't the only one that was. I moved out of my house when I was 25, and I feel like before I left, even after I left, when I kept in touch with some friends, even then. They were still living with their parents, and I mean, some of them, a lot of them, I haven't really I've lost touch with. But from what I remember, and 28, 29, 30, 3-4 years ago, they were still living at home,
right?
And I do think people would probably argue the whole like financial thing of it, like it's too expensive. But I feel like you could make it work. I feel like you could find roommates. I feel like you could. I feel like there's ways around those to get out if you really, really wanted to. But I think a lot of it is that older Italian stay with the family kind of thing, like live with the family,
Right.
I don't know if it's necessarily I don't think a lot of the times the kids take advantage of it. I don't think the parents necessarily set the best groundwork to show them how to use this time valuably to save or this or that and everything. But that's, I feel like, all relative to your upbringing and your parents' upbringing as well, because they didn't know any of that stuff. So then how are they going to pass down something they don't know?
Right.
Now, as an adult, I feel like having a kid, it would be a lot different. Like, I wouldn't mind that they stay longer, but it would be under a lot different parameters of it. Yeah.
Crazy, man.
It is.
Crazy.
It
crazy.
is.
But there's a lot of people that will be like, once you're 18, you're done. Doesn't matter if you're ready for it or not. You're not.
Sink or swim.
You're an adult.
But
I see the value in that.
I do too.
But I also see where it can go wrong.
Yeah.
Because you got to be confident enough that your kid's ready.
Yeah.
If your
kid's got to be confident too.
Oh, for sure.
What we were talking about before this, it's like the whole you get it when you get it, because that's when you're finally ready for it. I feel like
insane.
Up until 25, I was like, yeah, like I think I got it, and knock on wood, I've been golden, man. Like I pride myself.
It's great.
I've never asked my parents for money once.
Never. That's
you know what I mean?
I've always told my parents.
And I you know, it's like
I've always told.
Yeah, dude. It's like
I was like, not once did I ever come asking. Not once.
And it's a wonderful feeling.
It's perfect.
It's that whole pride thing, and I know pride's a sin, but it's like, as a man, as an adult,
it's a different type of pride.
It is.
It's not the pride that's like very cynical type of pride.
Oh yeah, where you're gonna like cut your nose to spite your face sort of thing.
It's not that. It's
no.
I'm doing something that is not detrimental to anyone, and it makes me feel good at the same time.
Yeah, it's a win-win for everyone. And honestly, parents got to feel proud too.
Yeah,
you know, like you raised a good kid that's holding their own and going through life.
One of my biggest things that my parents always talked about to my other family members was, you know, I got married at 24 years old. I had a 420 people wedding. I paid for it out of my own pocket. Didn't need help from anyone.
Yeah,
paid for it all on my own. I didn't ask for help. My parents didn't whatever. I mean, obviously they gave like a gift and stuff like that.
Well, of course,
but it wasn't I need money in order to pay for like the photographer. You wanted to do what you paid for. I had the money already, and I was like, here you go, and then whatever I got back is what I got back.
Yeah.
But that's really something my parents prided themselves on. They're like, this kid was 24 years old. He paid for a gigantic wedding that had all the works. Like, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Like, how many people really do that? Most people, they need help.
Yeah, yeah. Dude, even older adults.
Oh, bro.
You know, it's like, you know, I feel like most weddings are at least $20,000.
Oh my God, yeah.
You know, minimum now.
Dreaming if it's only $20,000.
Yeah.
$20,000 is a tiny wedding.
Yeah, but 420 people.
It was supposed to be 350.
That's a lot.
It jumped.
Yeah.
And then
it jumped.
Yeah, it jumped. People were like, oh, I'm going to bring this. I'm going to bring that. I'm like, okay.
And you can't say no.
No, dude, because weddings are just a whole nother subject.
Yeah.
Weddings are a whole nother subject. I mean, you get people like on your parents. They're like, oh, we went to this guy's wedding. We went to these people's kids' wedding. You got to invite them.
If
not, it's going to look bad. They're going to say, and you go, okay, whatever. Just send them a freaking invitation, not thinking they're going to come, and then they end up
and they actually show.
Family 8. You're
like,
what?
You got a whole table to yourself now.
Fantastic. Yeah. I'm like, great.
They're the ones that like in the restaurant where they tip you like 10%. Like bro. 8 people, you got a whole table, you do all this. Here's $50.
Here's $50, and they're like,
congrats on the wedding.
This is for you. You're like, yeah, fantastic. Thanks, man. The whole meal cost me way more than this, but
I was glad you came.
I appreciate the what is it, the
gift.
Not the gift. There's the not the motion. What is it called?
Gesture.
There it is. Yeah, you got it when I said motion.
I was like, I know that motion. The gesture motion.
Oh man, dude.
Do you think Al Capone's kid? Well, he was deaf. I'm curious if you ever learned sign language to talk about his dad.
Definitely not.
You don't think so?
About him?
About him.
Maybe he did. Al Capone definitely did.
No, Al Capone. Well, he didn't have any time to.
He didn't. I don't think he gave a shit.
No.
He's just like,
say it. You got my money? Say it, kid.
Say it, kid. What's going on?
I'm curious to kind of bring it back to that. I'm curious, like, Hollywood's portrayal of that. How accurate do you think that was?
I think pretty.
You think so? Like,
I think pretty accurate, bro. Could you imagine a full-on gangster like Al Capone really learning sign language?
No. I don't think he. No, I'm not saying that. I'm talking about his kid. Like, how did they hit? Like, did they talk to his kid about that? Was the bodyguard around there? Like,
I mean, somebody had to have told him.
Well, I'm like, is it fabricated? Is it like
somebody had to have told him? It's either the wife or the kid.
Oh, was he married?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, he had a couple of gumans.
Well, of course. I feel like they all did. Let's be real. Who didn't have a gumad?
Yeah, he got married. For those of you that aren't familiar with the term gumada, it's a mistress, and most
or a Sancho. For the Spanish speakers.
Spanish speakers. Yeah, that was very popular for people back in the outfit and in the mafia, because those are two different entities. For those that don't know, the mafia is different than the outfit.
What's an outfit?
That's Chicago mob.
Is it?
Yeah, they're not part of the mafia.
I didn't even know
that.
Mafia
is the 12 families in New York.
Well, I thought it was the 5 families.
5 families.
Get your facts together.
Sorry.
That was a test, wasn't it?
12 families. That was a test. And you passed. Woo. The 5 families in New York is it's technically not even the mafia, actually, if you want to go deep. That's La Cosa Nostra. Okay,
Danny, I feel like you.
I know too much.
You know more about Italian American.
Nobody look into my past. What happened? Oh, you scared the crap out of me, dude. What's wrong with you?
I got nervous, dude. I saw the thing pop
up. Oh my god! I just, what's wrong with you?
It's
I
just,
need Tums.
It's my tism.
But yeah, so La Cosa Nostra.
We'll keep it in.
We'll keep it.
It's funny.
It's fine. So yeah, La Cosa Nostra is the real term for the Italian mafia, mob, whatever you call it, in New York, of the five families. It translates to this thing of ours. The Chicago outfit refers to the mob in Chicago.
A specific sect of the mob?
No, it is the mob. The mob.
The mob.
So when
Chicago.
you look at the movie Casino, that is not the mafia.
That's not.
That is the outfit.
Oh, that was Chicago.
It was Chicago.
Oh, that's right. Casino. Wait.
Casino
or The Untouchables?
Casino.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, I got to watch that again.
Yeah,
I
because he was connected to the Chicago outfit.
Oh.
Joe Pesci's character
Pesci's
was not part
yes.
of the New York mafia.
Okay, I got to watch that again.
And then the mafia, real mafia, was what was in Italy, where you had to be Sicilian.
The whole blood and trace the roots.
That's mafia.
That's The Good Life. What was that? With Frankie?
Frank, what?
What's the Italian movie? Not The Untouchables. With Joe Pesci.
Goodfellas.
That's Goodfellas. Because they did that too. No, Goodfellas. Talking about the whole Sicilian. No, I understand that. But in Goodfellas, talking about the bloodline.
He mentions it. Yeah.
That whole thing.
Well, because the New York mafia, right? Mm-hmm. It started from members from back there. That came to New York.
Yeah, from Sicily.
And they kept it the way it was supposed to be, which is you have to be 100% Sicilian.
Right.
Then they changed it from 100% Sicilian to you have to be 100% Italian. From there, it went to, okay, your dad has to be Italian, and your mom can be whatever.
Whatever, doesn't matter at that point.
So it diminished after time, or diluted, I should say.
As did the mafia.
So what happens. Yeah. Well, they're still around.
No, they're still around.
They're just in the background now. They're more financiers and stuff like that than breaking people's legs and stuff like that. Because you can't. After the RICO stuff happened,
I never understood
everything changed.
I never.
The RICO Act?
That whole RICO thing. Like,
what do you mean you never understood it?
I had heard it as a kid.
The RICO?
The whole
Why
RICO.
did you hear it as a kid?
Because I feel like that was the whole
This is how you know he's from New York, bro.
No, because
I didn't know what RICO was till I was 22.
Yeah, the whole Gotti thing.
Yeah, Gotti got caught with the RICO Act. Yeah.
Gotti got. Yeah. That whole thing, I remember hearing about that as a kid, man. Mm-hmm. Like, just the whole, I never understood what the RICO Act was and, like, what that whole premise. You know what? I think I might.
Look it up.
Pornhub. No.
RICO Act. It's just a reel of Robert De Niro with his mole.
His face, like, I can't even do it because I'm laughing.
Bro, that mole just kills me.
The racketeer You just think of, what was it? Mole. What was that from? Austin Powers. He gets the stick.
Mole.
The Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act.
Yeah, he's racketeering when you're asking for protection, in order we pay you this much a month. Blah 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 blah.
Okay. A U.S. federal law enforced in 1970 that targets organized crime by providing severe penalties for individuals who commit a pattern of racketeering activity in connection with an enterprise.
Correct.
See, I got to look into it a little bit more because, again, I've heard it, but so that's how they got the old guys, the mafia, was with the RICO and everything.
Yeah, RICO Act killed them because it went into effect in the 70s, but they really cracked down on it in the 90s when, like, you couldn't do nothing without them hitting you with a RICO charge.
So you could be a prominent family.
Yeah.
And they would get you with the RICO, knowing that you had ties and everything like that.
And
that's how they...
So many resources at that time. They
bugged
everybody's phones. That's why they use pay phones a lot of the time.
That was the whole thing with Goodfellas too. I mean, going out to the phone. And who was the one guy? He's like, he wouldn't talk by the phone. He would only do person to person.
Oh, the main guy in Goodfellas.
In Goodfellas, him.
That's how it was. I mean, you had guys that act. Wow, there was one famous mobster. How can I forget what this guy's name? He always wore a bathrobe. That was his thing. He would act crazy, but he was the head of one of the prominent families in the mob. His whole thing was he would wear a bathrobe, he would act nuts, he would walk out, and just that was his whole shtick. So they couldn't ever get him because
he's senile or whatever. He's crazy.
Psychotic.
Yeah.
There's no way he's the head of one of the major families in New York.
Little did they know.
He was running the whole thing.
That's crazy.
I think he was the head of all the five families. He was like a big guy.
Honestly, that's smart though. Do you want bathrobe mafia?
Mafia guy. Go ahead. It's gonna come up.
It's just gonna be a picture of Hugh Hefner.
Joe Pesci in a robe.
Joe Pesci in a robe. Bathroom Mafia guy refers to the character Anthony Casso from the Lucchesi crime family. Lucchesi, thank you. Who was arrested in 93 while leaving a bathroom, leading to his nickname. Was that him?
No.
Wait
a minute, let me see.
Here, look it up.
What did you? Oh my God!
They also got Skibidi Toilet.
Not bathroom, bathrobe.
Oh,
you found a random guy that got arrested in a bathroom. Oh, that is That's golden.
What are the odds, though?
That is absolutely golden.
That's hysterical.
Oh, Vincent Gigante, the chin.
Oh, the chin.
Vincent the Chin Gigante.
That's why I grew my beard out. I got referred to him.
There he is. Vincent Chin Gigante was the head of the New York City's Genovese crime family from 1981 to 2005.
Oh.
Yeah. He expanded the family's operations into loan sharking, extortion, bookmaking, and bid rigging for city infrastructure contracts. Gigante was a professional boxer from 1944 to 1947, fighting in 25 matches. He was known for feigning mental illness and forbidding his name being spoken in public. Loyal soldiers would instead rub their chins to refer to him.
No kidding.
Dude, that's insane.
That's
a movie in itself.
That is a movie.
Dude, imagine you're just like,
Yeah.
like the chin.
The chin.
Because he had a huge chin.
This man does have a chin.
He's got a big chin.
He got a big G. He looks like the Crimson Chin.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Did you know that was voiced by Jay Leno?
The Crimson?
The Crimson Chin. And he has a giant chin. That's why they made him the freaking voice.
I wonder if they had that first and they were like, who could we get? Let's do Jay Leno. He's got a huge chin.
100%.
Or do you think they brought him in and be like, let's make that character after you?
Yeah, Crimson Chin.
I did not know that.
Fantastic.
That's great.
I hate his voice.
He's got this.
Other than the Crimson Chin thing he did,
yeah,
his real voice. Oh, I can't stand it.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh my God.
It's Jimmy from South Park. I feel like they do a great job of it.
Dude, my God, Jay Leno.
Who is your favorite
talk show
host?
Late night guy.
Late night. Yeah. Or I mean, well, what other?
Because they got daytime television.
Oh yeah, no, not that. Nobody cares about Montel.
There's this one Scottish dude that had his own show.
I know who you're talking about.
Craig Ferguson.
I
love that freaking guy.
I never watched his stuff too much.
That guy was great. That guy didn't care, bro. He had everybody on. He let people say what they wanted to say. Fantastic.
And I feel like he had good banter too. Like from the clips I've seen of him.
Yeah.
He had good.
Who was the original late night guy?
Johnny Carson.
Oh, I love Johnny.
Johnny Carson. I've seen a couple of his bits. I don't like watch it too much though.
Letterman.
I liked Letterman. Letterman and Conan were my two.
Conan's great.
Conan's
for
fantastic,
a modern day talk show. I'll take Conan.
All day, dude.
All day long. Everybody else is fake. Jamie Fallon, can't stand him.
Nah, terrible.
Jimmy Kimmel, garbage.
I don't think I ever watched an episode of it.
I was actually kind of when they canceled the show. I was like, okay.
I was like, I didn't know he had
my
a
God,
show.
who stays up and goes, I'm gonna watch Jimmy Kimmel tonight? And I'm like,
nobody.
Nobody
like,
has a life.
They're like, I got work in the morning.
Dude, I was like, what? Who else we got? Jimmy Fallon. You got that. Where's the fat British dude?
Oh, I think he got canceled. Because that whole thing with the going in restaurants and like treating the wait staff like
really
horrific. Yeah,
was that a thing?
That was a real thing.
What
Yeah. I know who you're talking about. He was in the Cats movie that bombed.
Yeah. Oh my God,
that was terrible. Bro, that like whole stretch of movies.
And
there
was a bunch of stars in.
There was a lot. The whole CGI on it and everything, and like there's like that whole time frame of like Sonic. And a couple other ones too that look.
Well, you remember the whole Sonic thing, right? Where they released a trailer. Like, he looks like garbage, and they went and they redid it.
They redid it, yeah.
And I was like, wow,
crazy. And now, honestly, it could have been a great PR move. Maybe they knew it was terrible, and they had that in the back pocket the entire time.
You know what's a great movie?
No,
Super Mario Brothers.
It was pretty good.
It was good.
It was pretty good.
I really did like it.
I liked it.
I really did like it. It was good.
Chris Pratt was good in it.
As Mario, who'd think?
Yeah, I know.
I thought when they announced that, I was like, God.
It's gonna hit the trash.
It's gonna be horrible. Did you ever watch the original Super Mario Bros. With John Leguizamo and freaking that guy from Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
No,
that's the original Super Mario Bros. Bro.
The movie?
Yes.
Oh no, is that the one that came out in like '93?
Yes.
I heard about it. I've never seen it though. Funny.
You gotta watch.
Yeah. It's bad.
You just gotta watch it because it's so good. It's bad. It's bad. It's good.
It's
so bad. It's
yeah,
good.
Yeah.
You got John Leguizamo and you got a freaking the guy who played and you know the main character in Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yeah. The
he's British. I hope you know that.
Oh no, I didn't know
he's
that.
He's British, like he's Cockney. Like he's very
and
British.
he hides that accent really well.
Really well.
Yeah.
So he plays, an Italian plumber, and you got John Leguizamo, that's freaking Puerto Rican playing an Italian guy. It's It's hilarious. I don't know.
I gotta watch it.
I think John Leguizamo has Italian blood though.
Oh, the name like that. That's
Leguizamo.
That's. I mean, it could be.
He's got Italian blood.
He has to.
Yeah, I think he talked about it, but he's mainly Puerto Rican, anyways, and he looks Puerto Rican. He doesn't look Italian.
Yeah.
But anyways, you gotta watch that. That is a classic film.
I gotta add it to my whole laundry list of movies.
You should see who they had to play Bowser.
In the new one?
No, in the old one.
They had that. They had Bowser.
It was a regular person.
Yeah.
It was not like a dude that was a turtle. Like it was a guy that had like frosted hair.
Oh my god!
And
It sounds like
Bowser.
Guy Fieri.
It literally,
bam.
It could have been.
Oh, it's Emeril Lagasse, but that's funny. I gotta look at dude. All the movies, some of the stuff that they did with the makeup designs, having to deal with like not having technology to do it.
Oh my god, the CGI and
the
stuff.
CGI. Yeah.
You ever seen a movie called Big Trouble in Little China?
I've heard of it, but I've never
You should
seen
watch it. It's a Kurt Russell movie.
Kurt Russell.
Fantastic. Oh my god, there is a movie I need you to watch this week. Tango and Cash.
Oh, we've talked about that before.
Have we?
Yeah, Tango and Cash was the cop. Aaron was talking to me about it. The
Stallone and
Stallone and the Kurt Russell. Yeah, with the whole Taco Bell thing.
Watch it. No.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
That's Demolition Man.
Demolition Man.
With Wesley Snipes and Sylvester Stallone.
Yes. But no, we talked about Tango and Cash one time.
It's a buddy cop movie.
Yeah.
Two different type of cops that end up getting in this
partnered with each other.
Yes, crazy situation. They get sent to jail, whatever.
That's always the case.
Freaking movie, bro.
Speaking of movies like that, did you see Wolf with George Clooney and Brad Pitt on Apple TV?
No.
Dude, it's kind of like a similar one. They're both hitmen.
Oh, great.
And they, again, two totally different styles, but really cool like story. I mean, like I feel like it's been done before, but they do it well. So, yeah.
Definitely got Wolf.
Wolf.
I definitely got to look that up.
Yeah, it was good, dude.
Nuts.
Yeah.
Huh. I'm like, huh.
that whole radio silence with the conversation and maturity, it just gone right there.
What was the original theme that started this?
Capone, alcohol, and
that is a nutty place to get the freaking Super Mario Bros. And Bowser and things.
Tommy Linguisa.
Tommy Linguisa.
Man.
Dang, dude. That is nuts. I mean, thinking about how movies were like back then. So, dude, because now, blockbusters from the 90s are not like blockbusters now.
No, they'd probably be like C movies.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Isn't it insane how much things have changed? Like, you got to have $500 to $600 million to make a blockbuster now.
Yeah. But I think that's also because of the, you figure the actors and everything. Everybody tries to get like these big names in it, big directors. And then the technology to like do all that stuff probably cost a pretty penny, the studios and blah. But
right.
I don't think the movies are, even when you have movies with that much money, they still bomb.
Yeah, it's true.
You know? I feel like you probably had a better stretch of movies in the 90s. Better movies with smaller budgets, maybe less box office appeal, but maybe longer, like a longer burn.
Right.
I feel like now with the movies, you have this like super, super, super small window to capture.
And boom.
And once that window's gone, that's it. You're done. You're getting nothing from streaming. You're not getting nothing from all this other stuff.
You would think from the amount of money famous actors make from movies, they're not higher on the list of like famous businessmen or philanthropists or whatever, because if anybody, they got the means to really get into business after they start making $10-15 million of film.
True.
Right? So
you would think, why are there not so many more?
So many more prominent guys. I mean, you have guys like Ashton Kutcher. He's like VC and stuff like that. Yeah. He's got businesses, dude. He's a legit businessman.
Well, maybe that's kind of the thing. Like, maybe you want to keep it two separate entities. Maybe Ashton Kutcher, the actor
is separate from the business
guy. Maybe not wanting to know about that. Maybe people would have like a bias towards it. Like, why would I give him business? He's Ashton Kutcher. He has movies and blah, 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 blah.
Maybe.
You know,
it's all under wraps, and we just don't know what people have invested in and what companies they own and stuff like that. But
yeah, I feel like it's rare. Like Shaq, athletes are one too.
Shaq is huge.
But literally, and it's like he what like.
You're an idiot, dude.
My mother met him, actually. Quick little side note. She met him at a contest.
Who, your mom?
My mother.
Oh, my God.
And she got a picture with him, dude. She's like up to his waist,
That's
and he's like
insane.
towering. It's crazy.
He's a giant individual.
He's a huge guy.
Did you? Oh, a side note. Okay, you know who Yao Ming is?
Of course.
You know what I just learned? Yao Ming is the product of governmental interjection from his two parents. So his two parents, his dad was the tallest guy on the national Chinese basketball team. His mom was the tallest woman on the Chinese women's basketball team.
Oh.
And they freaking forced them to have a baby.
That's hysterical.
Isn't that insane?
They're like, we need to infiltrate the NBA.
For the good of China, you got to have a kid.
And he was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, he was 7'7".
Yeah, was he that tall?
Bro, he was 7 inches taller than Shaq.
That's crazy.
Shaq
had all the muscle.
He was all
behind
big,
him, though.
but
Yeah.
dude, 7'7".
That's huge.
It's a giant individual, bro. You're almost 8 feet.
That's crazy. What if? Could you imagine they had the kid and then he just comes out and he's
small,
like 5'8".
Oh, bro,
you know,
they would throw him away.
They would have went back to Mao Zedong.
Adoption. But you don't know how tall the kid's gonna be.
You don't
until he gets to a certain age.
You're like, yeah, I think he's done.
Yeah, he's good.
Dude, they told me when I was like 12. Like I've been the same height since I'm 12.
Shut
like,
up.
No, dude, they're like,
you were huge.
I was. It was like, yeah. It's you ever see Benchwarmers when he gives them the slip?
Yeah,
and it's like I'm 12.
I'm 12,
and the $20 on it. Yeah. That was me in baseball when I was younger.
Were you really this height since
seriously.
you were 12?
I've been like 5, maybe an inch, maybe.
Holy crap! You were gigantic
Huge.
as a 12-year-old.
And
bro.
they were like, yeah, he's gonna be like, because I have like in my blood, there's like
tall people,
6 plus.
Yeah. You thought you were gonna be one of those,
and they were like, oh, he's gonna be 6'1", 6'2".
Yeah.
No.
Well, I think it happened with me as well. I had a doctor tell me I was gonna be 5'10", 5'11". And I was like super stoked.
Like, yeah.
And then you get older and they're like, yeah, I think you're going to stay around the same height. I'm like, what the fuck?
You told me 5'10",
you
2 years
liar.
ago. Take this man's degree away.
Like, I never had growing pains.
Neither did I.
Damn, is that a short guy thing?
It might be.
God. You got these gigantic, I got growing pains. I'm like,
oh, you got growing pains. Look at you.
Oh,
You're tall.
You're going to be homeless. No, I'm just
You're going to have
enjoy
pains.
the growing pains while it lasts. I'm going to be savvy in business and shit. Exactly. That's why you got the suspenders.
That's what they are. I got my monocle somewhere.
You think if you make it big, you're going to get even better suspenders?
All I'm going to wear is suspenders.
You like leather suspenders?
Ooh, little crocodile.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about it, man.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, if you're going to make it big, what is the one lavish purchase that you would do?
How big is big? Like
make it big. You're making $250K a year.
$250K. Like, what is my lavish purchase?
I would say $250K is big.
I would say it's that's a solid one.
That's your solid. You can do whatever you want, grab whatever you want. You'll be fine.
You're not worried about it. It would probably be musical equipment. I would think, dude, because it's like I don't know. I don't like. I have no desire for like a car. Like I'm not. You're not
gonna grab a car.
No.
You make it $250K a year. You're not gonna grab a nice car.
No.
At all.
No, dude. Right now, what's in my scope is a buggy, a Beetle. Like
you're telling me that you start making $250K a year and you're gonna stay with the Beetle?
Yeah.
You cheap bastard.
No, it's not cheap.
You are cheap.
No.
There's no, bro. I'm telling you right now.
It's the aesthetic of it. It's like it's not the fast cars and everything like that. I could care less. Like if the Beetle can is quick, like sure, you've seen my station wagon before.
Yeah.
Right? Like that to me, perfect. Like if I could find an older car that's like I could drive daily and it looks cool and fits the whole thing.
Okay, well okay, this is what I think you would do.
Yeah.
Because you like the old stuff. I think you would get a classic car.
I would get a classic car,
That's
but
what I'm trying to say.
I don't know. I don't think
a Beetle and you're making $250K a year.
I don't think I
Go
would
screw
get
yourself. You're not Bill Gates.
You're lying,
dude. No way. There's no way.
I don't know. I think maybe if anything, if we're going down that realm, just a '69 Camaro, just
there
because
you go.
from the.
Kid, I respect that answer. Okay,
the Beetle wasn't it for you?
Oh no, I'm gonna get a Beetle. Come on, bro. You making $250K a year?
Yeah.
And you're gonna drive a Beetle?
Why not?
Why?
Well, I mean, just
because you have a choice not to.
Yeah, but you don't have to make that choice.
So that just means that cars don't mean enough to you.
Exactly. Yeah. No, that's exactly it. That's,
all right,
that's what it is.
What kind of house you getting? If you tell me you're cool with a 2-bedroom.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
bro! I'd get it would probably be a 3, maybe 4-bedroom max.
Yeah, Vinny's like, I live in a 2-bedroom house, but I got a $500,000 piece of freaking sound equipment in my house.
Yeah,
my god.
Yeah,
man.
bro, that's
nuts.
No, because listen, the house it's a house.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
You don't want some cool shit in your house?
No, I mean, I would love like cool kitchen stuff, like good pots, pans, good oven, stove.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, that stuff comes in a bigger, better house.
No, a bigger house doesn't mean it's going to be better. Like, that's my problem with it, too. It's like,
you're going to have a $150,000 house with a $600,000 stove.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Listen, if you could find a $150,000 house, I would love for you to, because right now that's not happening.
Kentucky.
With all the people. they're gonna the syphilis with the teeth, and they're not gonna have any. But no, yeah, man, it's like, to me, I would rather. All right, would you rather a huge house, terrible location, or a smaller, modest house, perfect location, perfect home? And that's what I'm saying.
Small, modest house, because if I'm living in the middle of freaking nowhere, who cares?
Who cares how big the house is?
No,
you know,
there's nothing for me to do.
No, and to me, it's like, I would rather have the house that is like, it looks cool. Like, I would want to live there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's homey and
anything
quaint.
you need in your house. Like, some people say I need a pool. Some people say I need this. Some people say I need that. You need, I'm assuming a recording room.
Yeah, that would be the big thing. Like a recording room, the kitchen.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want a dope living room. Like, I don't need like the speakers and everything like that. But
stuff.
like, I want to feel like I'm at home. You know,
you want it to be homey.
I want it to be homey more
You want
than
a modern
anything.
home or more of an old fashioned?
Old fashioned. Give me a Craftsman. Give me like one of those Victorian. Even like, I love those homes, dude.
Oh yeah,
those
are rare to come by now.
I know. At least in this area too. You got a bunch of Craftsmen.
I think San Francisco has a lot of Victorian.
Yes, yes, they do. They're more that style of it.
Homes,
yes.
Right, because like you look at like the homes in London and stuff like that, where you know what I mean. It's on the side of the street and you have steps to go up it to get into the door.
It's like a brownstone, like
it's like
in
Brooklyn.
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
Same
so you're
same
used to
thing.
those Victorian area, type style homes. Dang, that's nuts.
Yeah. What would you do?
I'd go crazy.
Yeah.
No. For me, I don't know, dude. I would want to have like a big house, like 5-6 bedrooms.
That many bedrooms?
Yeah. I'm gonna have people staying over, bro.
Yeah.
You know me, I'm social.
Yeah, no, it's true.
I want people to stay over. I want I want to have a pool. I want to have that type of stuff. Car wise, I mean, I want my Mercedes.
You're gonna get the Mercedes.
Mercedes has always been my thing. Black and black, black with black.
I can
Mercedes
see it though.
Benz.
I can see it.
That, but not like nothing overtly gaudy. I would say tasteful. Yeah. Within taste. You're like, okay, the guy has money. But not to the point where you're like, screw this dude. Like, what's the point? Like, what
double parking. You're in a parking lot, you take up 3 spots, like
no. I mean, like, I don't need a Rolls Royce.
Yeah,
I'm fine with a Mercedes. That's a decent Mercedes. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with a bigger house. Nothing like, I don't need a freaking 15 bedroom, 12 bedroom, 10 bedroom like
mansion or something like that.
I don't need anything like that. It'd be nice to have, a little dude, I always wanted a house that had a gate.
Okay. I could get behind that.
Right? You know what I mean? Like, it has a gate, maybe with my initials on it or something.
Okay. Is it for real?
Richie Rich type stuff. DA. And then he's like, I know exactly whose house this is, dog.
We're here.
Welcome to Casa de Denny.
Casa de Denny. Mi casa es su casa.
No, I wanted something like that. Just something that has a little provenance into it. You're like, cool, bro. This is nice. Like, it'd be cool to have if it was my own. Blah, blah, blah type stuff. But nothing like overtly. Like, I would never need a jet. I'm fine flying.
I would do a commercial. No.
Garbage.
Yeah. First class?
I'll take it.
Yeah.
But it's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
It's nuts. You're paying $5,000 for a seat.
I know. It's wild when you think about it. That might be like the single highest like real estate you think about it, you know?
Yeah, for sure. You're paying $5,000 for a seat, dude.
For like a 6-hour flight.
Imagine if you're paying first class to go to LA like an idiot.
That's crazy.
You're like, really? You really needed that for the hour?
Yeah.
Really?
He's just blowing money. He's like, I got that person has too much money.
I think you do. I think you
If
might.
you're doing that, yeah.
If you're doing that, bro, you're just being pretentious.
Yeah.
Freaking fly
deal with the hour. It's fine.
Come on. You'll be good.
Humble yourself.
A little bit. Yeah. And, maybe with the people.
Yeah. Keep your ear on the streets.
The common folk.
The common man.
Yeah, could you imagine that's like the one thing that a guy says? He's like, I fly public when I go from San Francisco to Los Angeles. Like, you're a dick. The fact that you think you're doing a service.
He's like, you can thank me.
You can thank me. I just try to connect with the common folk every once in a while.
You're kind.
Yeah, type of thing. That is nuts, dude. Do you think when it comes to making it in that sense,
Mm-hmm.
it has to maybe do with the way you view your upbringing or maybe your life that will determine whether or not you change that much as an individual, or is it just a personal thing of like, I made it. It's
now
time.
I can act this way.
It's time. It's time for me to change everything.
I don't know. I would wonder if that was you in its entirety.
Yeah.
That now maybe I feel like money changes people.
Oh yeah.
I feel like I think it gets to the point where they're like, like I can finally act how I want to act or do what I want to do kind of thing, and maybe people get like too excessive with it. Is it your upbringing? Maybe it's this whole like revenge of the nerds kind of thing where like you didn't have it when you were younger and now you have the opportunity, and it's like boom, act on it, and like maybe it's like a way as like not repenting, but like recourse of like, I had to deal with this for 20 years. Now you're going to deal with me, or maybe you're just a bad person, you know?
Maybe.
And the money just allows you to act on it without having really any ramifications.
Yeah. Nuts, man.
It is
nuts to think about it because you're not going to know until you get it.
Yeah.
Everything you said is just bullshit. You get money.
Ferrari, 20-bedroom house, Victorian, burn it down.
What happened to the Beetle, dog? What happened to the Beetle, man? Oh man, you never know. I always said when I start making the money to where I can kind of do whatever I want.
Yeah.
It's never. I always just wanted to have it to just do stuff that normally you can't do working a 9 to 5 all the time, like taking a vacation whenever I wanted to, and staying in those nice hotels and going eating at the nice restaurants and getting it's more of being able to experience stuff without having to worry.
Yeah,
that's the main.
That's the big thing. I agree, and I think to that point, like for me, the more modest answers, but to me, it's like all the other stuff. It's just stuff.
It is.
You know?
It really is.
And if when I get to the opportunity, and it's like, if I have the choice between like getting a really, really nice car or like
going on a great vacation
or doing something like I would take the vacation. You know what I mean? Like I would much rather have I would rather get the Beetle and like put that the money elsewhere to like experience life, go to these restaurants, 100%. Go to these events,
that stuff you
know what I mean? Like that to me is so much more important than like people have dream cars or dream houses and what have you, but yeah, man, the other stuff it's
stuff is all
stuff.
Material.
Yeah,
the other stuff are experiences, which really you can't put a price on. I mean, you
can, well, yeah.
But you at the same time it hits you different.
Yeah,
I could say. And I think that's the number one thing. I think that's what most people should aspire to is when they get money is being able to experience that type of stuff.
Yeah. And also responsibly.
And that's why they say rich people, at a certain point, it's all about experience for them. What kind of experience can you get? Because everything else is at their grasp.
Yeah,
right?
you can buy
a Ferrari.
You can get
he's going to get it.
Yeah.
But if you give them an experience and something that sticks with them, that's what makes them. It resonates with them. And that's what people say. If you ever rub shoulders with somebody who's rich, they're never gonna. The only way that you're gonna actually get them to remember you or get them to care about you is if you give them an experience or something like that.
Yeah, something impactful. So something that they can't buy. Yeah,
exactly.
And that's
something they can't buy.
Yeah, and that is the truth of it. Where it's like the substance is so much more than
100%,
everything else.
100%. I think that's true in daily life, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, if somebody, you could say hi to one guy and he doesn't really do much for you, and then the other guy, you have something that resonates with that dude, and you want to talk to him all the time.
Yeah,
that's how it goes.
Yeah, it is.
It's
how you make friends and relationships and
everything.
All of it. Yeah,
everything. It all comes back to how impactful is that person with you or on you.
And what's crazy about that too is like certain times it might not line up at that moment.
But later on,
like who knows?
Yeah. People go through stuff and then you have certain conversations or something like that, and then boom,
whole different perspective.
Yeah. On that note, I had a great perspective on this podcast.
I did too. It was great. It was actually nice to have it recorded and.
Yeah, I think we're actually going to upload this one.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Anyways, guys, from us to you, thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Toodles.